What's up, guys? Bass Boys here. We are back out here. It's been a little while. Well, considering that there's probably 3 or 4 videos before this. But we're back over here at the little secret pond here in the woods. Same kind of conditions as we were here. Rainy. I'm wearing my rain jacket. Got a hoodie on. It's not too warm out here today, but it's not bad at all. It's not that windy. But we are here again. And last time I did real good with both crappies and bass here. Caught a lot of dink, largemouth. And I mean, maybe many of you would consider those crappies to be smaller. And a lot of them were smaller, but there were a few mixed in that were decent size. And we just kept catching them, though. That was the thing. I just kept getting them all day. Hopefully today's the same thing. I really only brought crappie rods today, but I am gonna try a bait that we can get bass on pretty easily, and I can get bass on my crappie bait. It's usually what happens. So I'm gonna start out here first. This is actually where I was last time I was out here in the rain. We were getting the bigger ones over here, and we just kept getting them all the way till dark. So I'm gonna start out using the Walleye Series rod from St. Croix. It's the Legend Tournament. And then my reel, it's a 1,000 size Shimano Sahara, 6-pound fluorocarbon. And for bait, I got on that Slab Hunter. Still using this because this place isn't too weedy, doesn't look too weedy at the moment. So we'll be able to get away with using this, I believe. And then this is a 1/16 ounce jig head. It's like one of my favorite styles too. I've been liking this triangular dart head. So let's see if they're still here. I'm still biting. We know they're here. Let's just find out. The only fisherman at this pond. This place is a very small pond. It's actually not supposed to be flooded back there in the back, which I'm probably going to be going over there more than likely a little bit later here. But really, it's supposed to end back there. It's like kind of like a little circle pond. Almost like a round circle. Deep though. It gets down to 25 feet, I believe. It just kind of gradually gets deeper. I think the deepest hole is out in the corner where I was fishing last time. That's where the deep hole is. No bites yet, though. It's a little bit of a red flag, but not too much. We can still get them. Drizzle them out here a little bit. Just like it was last time, but last time it was like raining the whole time, almost. Actually raining. But it'll take a little while here to get soaked from this, if it stays like this. Hopefully this cold front we had, that kind of came along here this week. They didn't kill the bite or anything. Almost the end of May at the time of filming this video. Getting into Memorial weekend soon. Couple days. But it's been like 70s, 80s before for a while, for a couple weeks at least. And now it dropped into the high 50s. Rainy, been rainy all week really. Kind of cloudy. But this is My favorite kind of weather to fish in right here. Cloudy and slight drizzle. Couldn't ask for better fishing conditions. And not too windy. Sometimes wind's good. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. But today it's not too windy. Here comes some rain. Kind of rain I really don't want to see. On and off rain. It's probably what it's going to be. I look at the reports a lot for stocking fish in my area. Check it out. And when I looked up this pond, it says in 2021 they did some sort of, electric fishing or whatever, where they shock the water and see how the fish populations are. Oh, we had one. Missed it. See how the populations are. And they supposedly said they captured a 5.5 pound largemouth out of here in 2021. So not too long ago. Wonder if he's still in here. There we go. We got one to start off today. Little bass. Definitely not getting skunked here. There he is. First dink. Dink of the day. While we're over here, until I go on the other area, just try over here and get this corner here for a little bit. I'm gonna try out here too. Water's actually a lot lower. I don't know how. Just noticed it because there's a little hump that you can fish on over here. And usually when the water's in the back, that hump is pretty much disappears. But it's exposed, which means it's not too terribly high. Stopped raining now completely. There we go. Something hit it out there almost as soon as it hit the water. May have ourselves a crappie, or a bluegill even. Let's see. A crappie. It's one of those size we were catching last time. About that size. Still dark black. This one's not super dark, but he's got some darkness to him. Let's move. Hopefully I don't get my boots soaked in here. I would rather stay dry today. But I might end up getting soaked anyway in my feet if I fish the one spot in the back. Then I'm gonna get soaked, I think. Try out here first. Alright, I switched colors again. I'm gonna put this black and like green slab hunter, and I also changed the hook too. Something about that jig I was using, it was like bent or something. Just wasn't liking it. Every time I looked at it, I just had to switch it out. There we go. Finally got one. It's a crappie. It looks so like tiny on this camera, I don't know why. But that's like probably like a 10-inch crappie. Pretty good one. Yeah, I don't know what it is about GoPro. But one thing, I am on super view. And that makes everything look like it's far away. Like this pond on the other side. Look on the camera, it looks like I'm like 100 miles away from the shoreline on the other side. But it's not that far. But then it makes things, fish and everything, look strange too. But, you know, I'm not lying. That was like 9 or 10-inch crappie. Like I caught an absolute giant crappie. I don't know, like last month at the dump. Maybe you watched that video, maybe you didn't. But I hold it up to the camera. It's like, it looks big, certain angles. I know it's huge. It was an absolute beast. But then I'm holding up at certain angles and it looks small. Like GoPro's trying to make my fish look small. Usually they look big on the GoPros. I just gotta catch some fish here. I'm getting bored. Something about today, I'm just bored right now. Get on some fish though, then I won't be as bored. I do not like when it gets calm out like this. No wind. After it was kind of just windy. Not windy, but you know, a little breezy. But now it's just dead calm. For one reason, it's the camera. Don't matter what's going on, what the temperature is, unless it's like freezing. But it will overheat. It'll overheat even in these conditions. I talk about the GoPro overheating probably every video I mention it. It really is an issue. But it's always been an issue with the GoPro. And I know it's an issue with other cameras too. I guess it just depends on like what kind of videos you're making, or if you're using the camera, recording a lot. I think it's gonna overheat. It sucks though. It really sucks when it's hot. Like when it's 80 degrees and sunny or something like that. We're gonna be getting into them months or days pretty soon. Then it's like almost can't even like film for that long. Have to give the camera breaks. They definitely ain't hitting like they were last time. But I know they want to. down the shore here just a little more. Suddenly the action stopped. These fish are out there though. They just don't want to bite yet. Some old white bird over there. I don't know what it is. Just standing there for like 30 minutes. There we go. That's a bass. Little bass. Starting to get a little dark out here again, which looks like it's going to start raining again. Hasn't really been raining here for like the last 15 minutes, but it's probably going to start raining here soon. Well, the action's kind of slowed down here. Haven't gotten another hit since that one crappie. Let's see if we can do anything with this 2.5 inch cover scat. Using this on my Panfish Series medium light rod. It's a 7'3". And then I got a Cast King on there, Megatron, 10-pound braid. We're just using straight braid. And then yeah, the bait, cover scat, and I got that on a little 1/0 Berkeley EWG hook. The bird though is not here. The whistling bird that was here. I think I hear him. He's not making that whistle. That's if you watched the last time I was here. This bird came over. Kept making a certain kind of rhythm. Well, there's no doubt that it's much quieter out here today than it was before. Fish are acting kinda finicky. Ain't getting nearly as many hits. Let's try back here. It's probably not too bad walking over here. It's not too deep as it was before. There we go, we got one. About time. Some little old bass. Good sight though. Haven't caught a fish for like 30 minutes. Another little bass. Dink pond. Alright, I guess we're gonna go walk in the water kind of far here. This one's a different color, but honestly it looks really good. Snatched him. That's the biggest bass of the day. Biggest bass of the day here so far. Oh, come on. There he is. It's probably like a solid 13-incher or something. I don't know, maybe if it's just this reel I'm using, for whatever reason, this Cast King reel was like the worst with the wind knots, with the braid. It's not a bad reel. I didn't pay much money for this reel. I think it was like 50 bucks or something. On the cheaper end of the reel. I know they have some decent, some quality reels I think they sell. I mean, this ain't bad. It's decently smooth. I've had worse reels. But we'll see how it holds up. Yeah, after a while. It starts making noise. But for whatever reason, yeah, I just, this is like the wind knot king, this reel. On the shore, this looks like absolute perfect territory for a monster bass to be hanging out. Well, it wasn't a monster, but there was something hanging out there. This bass is fighting harder than the other one. I think he's like half the size. He's a little shorter. I think I hooked him. Not too bad. Yeah. Little bastard there hanging out underneath the shade there. The shady area. Got a big water drop on the lens. Hopefully that hasn't been on there for a while. Wipe that off. It's one annoying thing. Sometimes I go to edit the video and got a big spot on the lens. I don't notice it for like an hour, or I never notice it. Alright, walking back. I don't know if I'll come back over here. Maybe. We'll see. Unless I start getting them right over there. I might just stick to over there. Didn't have any issues eating it when I was here last time. Now all of a sudden they want to have problems. Got one on. Let's see if it's a bass or a crappie, I'm not sure. Yeah. I already know it's a bass. And I hope he wasn't eating this thing for 10 years. That's what it looks like. Yeah, great. I don't know if I'm going to get that out. Well, I think I'll be able to get that out. Just going to do more damage if I try. If I get it out, I'll probably be a dead fish if I do that. So I'm just gonna have to cut it off, hope it comes out. Looks like it might come out too. But he ain't bleeding, so that's usually when they got a chance. Here comes the drizzle again. Okay. Let's see if these crappies are around yet, or more of them. That one was like on the shore. Oh, it's one of those, yeah, it's a fat sunfish or a reeder sunfish. It's a fatty right there. Or that one. Pretty big fish. Cool looking fish. Good bait too. I caught one of these last time. I think those make great flathead catfish bait. Those things. I think that's what I'm seeing here on the shore. So I keep seeing like things coming up. Look at that. Let's launch that. That's one of those, it's one of them, fish again. Reeder sunfish. Fat old one. There's another one. Feels like a quality fish. Yeah, this is one of those sunfish. I know it's a crappie. It's a good crappie too. Yeah, it's a good crappie there. There he is. Nice crappie. Thick crappie. As soon as I moved over here again, I was just right over there. Casting in like the same area. They seem to like this direction for some reason. Walk up to this thing so you can hear this one clear. doing that for 20 minutes. Yeah, whatever it is in the water. Right on the shore. Alright, last cast there. We don't get one, we don't get one. We get one, we do. Be a good way to end it here. Of course, I'm stuck in a weed. That's not a good way to end it. Some weeds out there. Alright. Don't want to be out here in pitch black, so that's gonna be it. Well, anyways, this is actually my second time doing this outro, because I was gonna do an uncut video, but I decided not to do that. It's not worth it. So yeah, we came out here to this pond again. Same kind of conditions as before, rainy, but the rain kind of stopped here. It hasn't been as rainy as last time, so it's calm, not windy, and we fish the same spots. Caught a lot of dinks, dink bass, dink crappie, a couple decent crappie, I guess you could say, and a couple decent bass, but you know, no big ones. So, but we're still catching fish, so that's good. That's what matters. And then I came over here to this one spot here and caught a nice crappie, and then some of those a few of those reader sunfish, actually bigger ones than I usually catch. Usually I get like 3-4 inches or something. Those were probably like 6 inches or 6 or 7 inches long, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. So if you made it to this point in the video, thanks for watching. If you don't mind hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.